I'm a survivor. All right, we sound good. This one's titled I'm 26 and life sucks. That's just terrible. This one is by Preston. We have prestigious Preston in the building. He is 5'9", from Oklahoma City. He is known for bagging bitches. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get it started here.
Hi. I have not been having a great week.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of things. I've been busy. Haven't been able to make a YouTube video like how I would want in a very long time. I've been busy with I'm in a physical therapist assistant program, so I've been busy with that. And I'm crashing out, you know?
My ex-girlfriend was going to physical therapist assistant school while I was with her, and then she had a full-time job on top of that, right? And she was making real good money. She was bartending at like a prestigious Preston type of joint, like big money. Like you can make 80K, 100 grand a year bartending there. That's not normal, but that's like the finite amount of bartenders can make that. But I remember she was going to it. She was super stressed out. And I remember being like, well, it's going to be nice once you graduate. You can quit the bar, go to this. And then she goes, I don't think I'm going to be able to quit. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, well, I'm only starting off at 55 grand a year. I was like, what? I go, so you mean to tell me you're going to school to make less money than you do now? She goes, yeah. I go, it's genius. I go, it's spectacular. I get it, though. It is an actual career. But I am saying, like, I live with somebody who was doing this and also working full-time. Bitch was crashing out. I said, we haven't had sex in 2 weeks. Something's up. I'm just making a point here, all right? But how can you... Think about that for a second. How can you knowingly go to school... No shade to Preston. Prestigious Preston. I'm on your side, brother. I'm just saying... I couldn't possibly knowingly go to school to know that I'm only going to make 60 grand a year in today's climate. Just throwing that out there. I'd be burnt out too, because you know the outcome. It's not great. Sorry, my bad, Preston. We're here for you. We're rooting for you, buddy. Just throwing that out there.
I'm having some issues.
Nestor, that wasn't too harsh, was it?
No.
Okay.
Financially, issues with, I don't know, relationship as well. Relationships are hard. There's going to be problems. It's been a rough week. That's all I really want to say.
Because I've been having a bad day. Well, like a bad week. Bad month, actually. Actually, it's been a shitty few years, to be quite honest with you. He just loses his mind. Just kidding.
And in having this rough week, I was also thinking about nowadays. This week a lot of things have happened this week, and I've had a friend of ours in our program who ended up quitting and leaving the program because he decided that being a PTA is not what he wanted to do. And good for him, and going for what he feels like he wants to do with his life. This is going to be about life in general and how I feel like it's getting more and more difficult to just live in general, especially in California, especially in America, and maybe even all across the world. And here's the thing. I love living in California. I love where I'm at. But holy shit.
Yo, Cali was the tits, man. I loved Cali, dude. I'm gonna do it again. I lived in California for 5 years. Awesome. I'm actually kind of heartbroken that I can't live there. I could live there, but I just can't. It just ain't it. It's just not. Money, population problems, homeless people. You guys have heard it all. It's all too real. But I do agree with him. It's like, Cali's the shit. I couldn't imagine being from there. It's like, have you ever moved across the country? Have you? It's not easy. Just leave. Just pick up and go. Just move somewhere new. It's a lot more difficult than people make it out to be, especially if you don't have like financial help from your parents or something. You got to do it all on your own. It's a bit much. Throwing it out there.
Is it hard to? It's hard to even be alive. You know, I joined the military when I was 18 years old. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I wanted to use it as a stepping stone for a better path, for a better future, and that's what I'm doing right now. And even with all of that, I can, after passing this program, after finishing what I need to do, graduating with, I graduate next year. Even after all of that, and let's say I make, I don't know, 35 an hour starting, or maybe it's probably lower than that. I'll probably make like 30. So,
It is lower than that. I've seen it firsthand. And this was in South Florida. South Florida, California, same fucking shit. South Florida, Miami may as well be the new LA. It's all the same thing. At least on these two parallels. But this is something that blows my mind. No wonder people drop out of the program. Could you imagine being in the program for 3 months and then they go, now guys, you're going to start out around 30 an hour, and you go, what? 30 an hour? I mean, you should see the tests. You got to learn like every nerve in the body. L4, L5, S1. Yeah, I even know it. I didn't even go to school. Just by proxy, just being around it. I'm sitting there listening to her mumble out loud. I'm sitting there going, I'm like, actually, honey, it's an L7. I'm just kidding. But seriously, it's a lot. It's like you're studying like a fucking doctor to make 32 an hour.
somewhere as a fresh graduate, even after all of that, it's hard to survive. So you're saying I went to the military, I did all of this to have a better life. Yeah, my life is good. I'll be honest. A lot of people have it a lot worse than me. I'm grateful for the experience that I have. And yet I still can barely survive and live comfortably.
So is life good or does his life suck here? Let's make up our minds. I'm just kidding.
Fucking crazy. Like, I worked for Amazon as an Amazon delivery driver for a little bit.
This guy's done
just
it all.
So I could have a little bit of extra cash in the summer about a year ago. And we made about $20.50 an hour. I was working a lot, and my paychecks were pretty big. But that's because I was working so much. The job sucked. $20.50 an hour? Ain't no way you're living nicely like with that.
No.
Ain't no way. And I knew some people who were there for 2-5 years. I remember one of the leaders, the managers, was like, "Oh yeah, dude, working this job, you never need to go to the gym again." In my head, I'm like, I love the gym. I'm not about to substitute being an Amazon delivery driver for working out. You got me, like, get out of here, okay? That ain't gonna happen. I'm going to the gym.
Classic Preston. Downtown Preston. He is known for rigorous activities in the bedroom with many women. Give it to him from downtown. Sorry. Got to build him up. You know what I mean?
And he said that. He said that, it was his truth. The man didn't work out or whatever. That's fine. Those guys, those people that have been working there for 5 plus years, respect to them. It's a hard job, but you're not going anywhere, and you're not living comfortably. Comfortably, that's a fact. On 20 an hour, but for me,
prestigious Preston don't play no shit. He tells it how it is, and he'll give it to your woman. He's got a point, but I think there's something. I wouldn't be surprised that in this video, if he even acknowledges like what he's doing now, like going to do like the PTA, the physical therapist assistant stuff, if he's going to mention, this is a wild guess, I haven't seen this, but it would be funny if he goes, I'm better than what I'm doing now. I feel like this is one of those guys, though. You kind of got to have that, If you go to the military, you've got some real gumption. Or I guess balls, would you say? Yeah, you got some brass. Middle finger to the eyebrow, brother. Yeah, I'm just saying. I think he's going to do good. Prestigious Preston from downtown.
And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to quit. I used it temporarily. and I did whatever. There's a cop coming, so I need to take a pause for a second.
They always pull over
Okay,
Asians too.
so the main point was that a lot of jobs nowadays, they don't pay shit.
No.
They don't give you, it's not enough. It's not enough. Everyone is struggling. I know so many people my age who still live with their parents, who don't even live on their own. Maybe some of them do, but hardly any. Because how could you? Literally, how could you do that?
We were actually talking about this recently. Like when they make it kind of normal for like a 24-year-old or 25-year-old just to be like living on their own. Big money. Just living it up. I'm 35, so 10 years back, when I was 26, like this dude is now, if I met somebody who was 25, living completely on their own, and like actually doing well, like money is chill, I'm literally taking notes. I'm going, what are you doing? Like, and this was 10 years ago. We've already kind of boiled this down. 2015, it really all started. COVID amplified it, but this has been going on with like, wait, you don't have a roommate? Yo, hey, Jerry, did you hear this? Rick doesn't have a roommate. Yeah, he's younger than me. That's been a thing. Now it's just amplified. It's kind of crazy. And at 26 too, 27, if you don't have it somewhat together, money-wise, you start going, I'm going to be 30. I'm basically almost dead. And you start freaking, you kind of start panicking a little. I think that's just normal. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just normal in case you're experiencing that. I'm just kind of going to validate that for you. And you either sit around and do nothing about it, or you get pissed and you go, I got to figure this shit out. Those are kind of your options.
You know? And what is going on here?
We don't know, Preston.
Sorry, I'm trying not to die. This lady just did a crazy U-turn. How could you live on 20 an hour? You can't. You can't. Okay? And that's sad, honestly.
Not cool.
That is the norm. That these jobs are flexing. Oh my God, we pay higher than minimum wage. You gotta... Living nowadays... Sorry, I need to fix the camera. Living in general is tough. And I'm crashing out. I'm having a stressful week. Things are not going my way. This is not how I thought this week would go. But it's all right. Okay? Things will get better.
Damn right.
You know, it's hard. It's hard out here. I've got friends and family that work 2 jobs to try to support themselves. They're stressed out. No wonder no one has time nowadays with these jobs paying $20, $25 an hour. You gotta, to the point where you gotta work 2 jobs to survive. No one has time. Everyone's gaining weight. Everybody's complaining. You know, you got these construction.
He goes, no one's making money. Everyone's fat. My uncle's gay. He likes men now. Apparently it's just easier.
Workers out here in 100-degree heat holding a sign. And he probably doesn't even get paid that much.
No, he doesn't.
You know, but respect to him because it's a hard job. And the point of this video, I don't have a solution, guys. I don't have a solution. I'm playing the game with you. I'm your peer in life. You know, I'm going through this just as confused as you are. And I'm struggling right now. You know, it's tough. I'm stressed out. I'm crashing out this week. And another thing I wanted to go over is, like, the older you get, man, you don't have time for anything. Really, if you're in a relationship, if you got a family, you've got kids and a job, that's your entire day right there. You want to go have fun and go out or travel, go to the gym, take time off work. Yeah, good luck. Okay. it is, man, getting older, having more responsibility is tough. At the same time, though, you kind of need more responsibility as you get older to prevent you from being lazy. I've been kind of thinking about this. Like, I think,
He's not tripping with the girlfriend thing. I always tell people like his age, or like people hit me up, email me, they DM me on Instagram. I'm 24, I'm 27, I can't get a woman. I tell them the same thing. I go, just know when you get a full-time woman and they live with you, are you ready for that? Are you ready? They better be your best fucking friend. Literally. That better be, you better be ready for that to be your life. It's your wife. Yeah. I'm not kidding. It's a real fucking thing. You better be ready for that shit. So I always tell people, like, just enjoy the downtime now, okay? Enjoy not having sex while you can. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth, man, okay? But I'm also like how he says, before we get in the comments, I'm also the statistic of 2 jobs guy. I was that statistic for a decade. That was me. So I feel qualified to talk shit on said subject. No college degree. I had a felony, okay? I have a mediocre sized penis, okay? You know what it's like to go through life like that? No, my point is I've had to work 2 jobs, literally forever. And then I would go and do something else besides that where you make no money. And hopefully 2 years from when you started doing that, you'd make some money. So it's like, it's not like it can't be done, but I am going to be the asshole here and say, a lot of people, you know the truth. What Preston's saying, $20 an hour ain't enough, even $30 an hour. You know this truth, right? But a lot of people will continue to just, that's your choice. You either continue to settle for that, or you do the bullshit no one else wants to do. I know this because I was usually the only guy around with 2 gigs or trying extra hard. It's always been the case for me. Or you do that. Like, we know the unfortunate truth that this shit's fucking expensive. But the truth is, a lot of people, and I'm not saying go get 2 $15 an hour jobs. That's probably not the solution. But getting a job where you're making 20 an hour and then valet parking, I'm not happy about it, but that's really the only way to get ahead. And then, like what he's doing here, going to be a physical therapist assistant, figuring out something like that while you hate your life for 2 years, that's usually, when you get mad enough, usually you come up with some solutions. Some people just give up entirely or accept defeat. Others will get mad and actually do something about it. I don't mean for that to sound cold. Do I sound like an asshole?
No, it's real.
Like, do I sound like a dick right now, Nestor?
No.
I'm just saying, because I am the statistic. I'm not just some YouTuber who blew up at 23. No, dude. I had roommates just 2 years ago. Nestor's got a college degree. And he's sitting here dicking around with me on the internet. He was working for peanuts. Like an asshole. But that's what he was willing to do. And now I got him working 7 days a week. He's on call. I'm calling him at fucking night. Going, hey, did you do that? And he's going, yeah, I did that. I go, okay. I'll call him early in the morning. I'll go, did you do that? I'll go, okay, you want to make money or not? So, but that's what he has to kind of accept, is what I'm saying. Is like, he's accepted the fact that, hey, I might have to work 6 or 7 days a week to get to where I can just work 5 days a week. That's the new luxury. Work so hard that you get to the point where now I can work 5 days a week. It's kind of fucking nuts, actually. I'm not happy about any of this, by the way. I lived this for a long time. Longer than most people. Okay, here we go. Just getting out of bed to start your day at a job that is emotionally, mentally, and physically draining is enough. I'm a 34-year-old single man. Yeah, see, I've done this too, but then I would get off work, and then I'd work some more. Yeah. Yeah. But I was mad enough. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever been a 32-year-old waiter? I'm serious. Have you? Nestor, have you?
No.
Well, you're only 28. It's impossible for him to do that. My point is you want to feel small. Have you ever worked at a fucking gas station overnight by the county jail? Not cool. Not cool. My point is like, how mad are you going to get about it? And then what are you going to do about it? Accepting the reality. I'm not saying you're going to get rich here. I don't even know. I have no idea. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people just get mad about it and then do nothing about it. That's what I'm trying to get at. And maybe you need to hear this. Or maybe you're like me and you're going, damn right. Lazy shits. And I don't mean to talk like that. I'm just saying we know the reality is what I'm getting at. Like, we know the truth. So how do we dance around this? How do we maneuver around this problem? One way I'm doing it, no bills. Man with no bills is a rich man. And don't take that too literally. It's basic math. Okay? Also, make as much money as possible. There you go. That's it. You're bitching about health insurance? Get rid of it. This is financial advice. What are you going to do about it? Cut it all out. Cut everything out. That's really the only other route that you can go. I'm not saying cut your health insurance out. I'm just saying, how long can you go and keep bitching about it until you do something about it? And sometimes the only thing you can do in the moment is get rid of stuff. Is my point. All right. Don't listen to me. Just an idea man here. I'm 23, turning 24 in October. After that, I'll be 25. And the year after that, I'll be 26. My dad got cancer and my mom was on disability, but not getting money anymore. Broke my ankle and cut my shin open. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? This is one of these guys where things are just going to keep happening to him. Good luck to that guy. All right. I'm 54. It doesn't get any better. The majority of Americans have nothing but work to look forward to. That's another thing that we've kind of talked about was, maybe you need to hear this again. So I know a guy who does jet ski rentals. And he actually really enjoys his life. Now, he makes pretty good money. He makes as much money as he could sitting in an office. But what I'm saying is he would rather do jet ski rentals on the beach because he knows that he's going to have to work just as much at the other job that he hates. So, like, for instance, right here, what I'm doing here, me and Nestor, talking shit on the internet. We work basically every day, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but we 70% enjoy what we're doing. So it's kind of like the battle we chose. So when I was bartending, yeah, do you feel kind of small? Yes. But 75% of the time, I was having fun at work. You get what I'm saying? So that's another route you can go to is if you know you're going to have to work a lot, try and get something you might enjoy. Does that make sense? It's not the easiest thing. I'm not saying this is like the simplest thing. Oh, Jack, yeah, let me just rent jet skis out. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying things are possible. I was at the beach 2 days ago, me and my lady. Dude's pushing down an ice cream cart with these big fucking foam tires down the beach, selling ice cream with a funny hat on and an umbrella. And I bought some ice cream from him. And I said, how long you been doing this? He's like, I've been doing this 10 years. Because I come out on the weekends. You know, you could pick your own battles, okay? I'm not saying, and it wasn't anything crazy. He's just got a giant cooler with an umbrella and he's selling ice cream. White dude, too. But what I'm saying is he's probably rather be doing that than making the same amount of money at some job he fucking hates, right? But that's a lot of effort. Not everybody wants to push a cart up and down the beach. You know what I mean? Just saying there are options. So, well, all I'm trying to get at here. Just being in your 20s sucks. Dude, how does being in your 20s suck, man? I had 30s are even better for me, but I had so much fun in my 20s, dude. Even working 2 jobs, I was having fun. It was like I had roommates. I am the statistic. I never once lived on my own my entire life. Not one time. Because I'm a firm believer in a man with no bills is a rich man. So I'd rather split my cost with people. Whether it's a friend, whether it's with a woman. Fuck it. You got to live with your parents. Live with your parents. My dad lived with me all the way up until I was 34 years old. And then I put him in a retirement home and then he died. Who gives a shit? Well, no one cares. You know what I mean? Well, he didn't have any money, but that's beside the point, right? He would do the same for me, right? My mom would have done the same for me if need be, right? That's kind of where I'm getting at. And life was a lot easier when you have somebody else to split some weight with. I'm 40 in California and life sucks. That statement is just crazy. If you would have said this statement 15 years ago, I'm 40, I live in California, life sucks, people would be like, what? Like, everyone's trying to move there, you know? They're like, what do you mean? I'm 27 with a receding hairline, broke with no car. Okay, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Shave that head. Women love a good bald guy with a beard. They do. It's a thing. It's a shtick. I don't know what that. It's an aesthetic. Oh, it's the truth. Okay? Get yourself a car. Become unbroke. You're in the game, baby. You're in the game. You're in. I appreciate this video. I'm 25, no job, living with my parents, feeling inadequate. Hoping that when I start a paralegal program this coming semester, hey, honey, I'm filming a video right now. Let me call you back.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
All right, love you. Bye. Okay. Starting a paralegal program this semester. Okay, dude, I worked at a law firm from 18 to 24 at part-time, like bitch boy. And paralegals used to be doing super chill, right? But even like, this is the fucked up thing that I will say, okay? Being a paralegal used to be like, you're good. You're set. You can literally live on your own. You're chilling. But that's just, it's so crazy how a lot of these jobs, it's just not going to be enough. That's what blows my fucking mind. Like, physical therapist assistant, you should be fine. Paralegal, you should be fine. But yet, you got the guy pushing ice cream down the fucking beach. And he's good. What world do we live in is my point. But knowing this information, it's up to you to pick the battle, right? Like, you could go into these things knowing, like, oh, I'm only going to make 55 grand a year. Okay. Knowing that, would you rather make 55 grand a year doing what you're going to do, or renting jet skis? I'm not saying everybody can rent jet skis. Okay. Don't get so hung up on that. I'm getting mad at them. All right, dude, you're 26. Life hasn't even begun to kick you in the ass yet. You know what? I'm getting tired of all the negativity. Goddamn negativity. Prestigious Preston from downtown. I'll leave the link down below. I'm gonna give him a sub. Give him a little pick me up. Dude, if you're 26 right now, 22, fuck, even 30. What? Like, even if the money, like, I could talk shit. Okay, let me ask you a question. We'll end on this note. You're 33. You can afford to live by yourself, but you're probably going to be paycheck to paycheck. You have 2 extra bedrooms in your house. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and just keep doing that exact thing? Or you're 33. This is what I did. I was actually 32. I had 2 open bedrooms in my place. Okay? Still got bills. I let 2 friends move in. I said, you guys come in, hook them up, $700 each. Pay my fucking bills. Now I could save more money. I don't care what people think about me. My point is, it got to the point where I actually said, I want to be able to have all my bills covered, and I slept on my own couch for 6 months and let a third person stay here. Just so that I could focus on something that I want to do. Metaphorically, rent jet skis out. Metaphorically, go try and sell ice creams on the beach. And this was to do YouTube. This was so I could focus and work less to focus on working more for free. What I'm saying is how far are you willing to go, is my point. Like, are you willing to do the bullshit? And I don't care if I get rich off of YouTube. I just wanted to make a living off of it. Right? And that's kind of the goal. Like, I wanted to be a pro skateboarder. Didn't matter how much money I made. I just wanted to make enough. It never happened. But my point is it was something I knew I could do and enjoy my life. For the most part. Sometimes you're going to have a shitty day or a shitty year or a shitty few years. I don't think there's any getting around that. Anyway, shout out to Prestigious Preston. Shout out to everybody who bought a Caddy Daddy shirt. Also, everybody that invested in some gold, Atlas Bullion. Mailbox Gold, ship it right to your house. Shout out to Ronald K. You were the winner of the gold giveaway, so check your email or your mailbox. It might even be there by now. I'll leave the link to this young yellow gentleman down below. That was so racist. Prestigious Preston from downtown. Good talk.